Hi, my name is Sam McBride. I am a freshman undeclared major student here at Clemson University. This is my new student dialogue. I was part of the intersection between religion and spirituality. Um, the first question says, do you feel that your group achieved true dialogue? Why or why not? When I walked in there, I really had no expectations about what we were going to do. I just thought it was going to be a round table discussion time where we would talk about what religion is, what spirituality is, and kind of what those have in common and where they're kind of tied together. But walked in there and they handed us a few sheets of paper, basically giving us the breakdown of what dialogue is. Um, there's a difference between dialogue, discussion, and debate, and we were trying to figure out what dialogue would be. But as we moved on through our different activities, through the different sheets of paper that we had to go through, and all that, we actually, I truly believe, reached dialogue, and it was a good experience. I had a lot of fun with it. The second question is: share your observations of the dynamics of your group. Were there active voices in your dialogue? Please explain. Um, I went to the dialogue with my roommate, and I must say, me, him, and about four of the guys and about two girls, other than our leaders, were actually active in our dialogue. I don't really understand why. I guess people were just shy, and we just thought it'd be a cool experience to get to know other students around campus. But we were very active in the dialogue. Basically, every time we had a question or a point that we were going over, we would have some sort of opinion between the 10 of us who actually were active. Occasionally, we were able to get the more reserved voices in on the dialogue, but we kind of had to pry them and call them out to do so. Well, not us, but the leaders. What role did I play in my group and why? Um, it wasn't really a role. I was just an active. I was just active in the dialogue when I felt like I had an opinion. I said it because that's what we were there for, and you know I wasn't trying to get people on my side or debate or anything. I was just telling people how it is for me because we were told to have that when we taught we wanted to stay out of the general and more in the I because this is uh, dialogue. It's not a discussion about community or so and all this stuff. It's just about our own experiences, and uh, that's what we were supposed to bring to the table. So that's what I brought to the table. Why do you think that this dialogue is a component of Library 100? Do you see dialogue as a useful tool in your university experience? Um, I believe so. It kind of taught us how to go about maintaining dialogue as we go through Clemson University because there is a difference between discussion and debate because I mean they all go hand in hand and there's a fine line between them. But debate, there's emotions and feelings that can sometimes throw throw the sanity out the window. But and then in discussion, it's more of a general, more of a community and social thing. But when you get down to dialogue, it's about you, it's about me, and it's about getting not intimate, but basically that because you're you're telling your true self and being honest. So I think it's a cool experience because as we go through college, this is a key time in our lives where uh, we're finding our true selves. We're finding our own identities, and we can't go through and just you know go through what the general go through following what everybody else is doing. We want to become individuals, and so I think it was a very key thing as a freshman, especially when we're bombarded by all these new experiences and opportunities that are coming our way, and all these new influences. So finding our true self is something very core. Um, the additional thoughts that I've had, I really enjoyed the new student dialogue. I'm a professed Christian. I walk by faith, not by sight, and I went in there just thinking this is a great time for me to really just like to to look into myself and find out where I really was because being the intersection of religion and spirituality, you got to figure out what those two things are. And basically, my opinion is this: that religion is it's a great thing. There's a higher purpose. For me, there's a higher Trinity. Thank God that came down for me. But that I follow, and from them we have these rules and regulations, and uh, so religion is basically a practice for me. Spirituality is where they intersect with that. When there's a relationship with God, I have a true relationship with Him, and I'm very spiritual. I'd say I'm more spiritual than I am religious because uh, one of my main thoughts during the whole time there's so many people who say they're religious. They call themselves Christian. They say they're part of Buddhism or Islam and all this stuff. They say they're part of it, but when you ask them how spiritual they are, there's a difference. But people get the wrong idea. Sometimes people think that you're spiritual if you raise your hands when you sing or praise, and that you're on your face and all this kind of stuff, that you wear the cross, or you carry around the markings of your religion. No, that's not spirituality at all. Spirituality is a relationship, and it was really cool seeing the different aspects people brought to the table, uh, and it was there weren't that many very active speakers, but most of the speakers and most people in there, I would have to say, are mostly Christian, or say they are Christian. And so, I mean, that was a little different. But one thing that brought something cool to the table was that our leader, she was an atheist, and basically her idea is that she has a connection between her and the people around her and the environment around her, and she doesn't believe there's a God, but she does feel connected, and that's a good thing. Just to feel a connection between yourself and something else, and I mean, because we're humans, we're not made to be alone, and or at least I believe that. And it was really cool hearing the ideas that she had to bring to the table, and it was really cool. Also, there was a African American guy, and he was our other leader, and he was a professed Christian, and it was a really cool thing to listen to his side of it too, because it was basically at Clemson. That's the extremes you have. I mean, there's a few exchange students who probably follow a different religion, but for the majority, there's a lot of Christians here. I mean, we're in the Bible Belt. I mean, come on, we're Christian here at Clemson University for the most part. But we were able to get down and see other sides and see not the norms that we see every day. So bringing that to the table was a really cool thing, and I mean, I'm going to be in prayer for our leader, but it was just a really good experience, and I really enjoyed discussing uh, the intersection between religion and spirituality, because it made me sit back and think to myself where I am, what my beliefs are, and what I'm going to do with those, because that's going to be my identity. That's where I want my identity to be, and uh, I hope and pray that my time there was heard, that I was a part of something bigger than myself, which is definitely a cool feeling. And I think it was just a great all around experience. But thank you for this opportunity. My name is Sam McBride, and I'm a freshman at Clemson University. And this is my NSD. Thank you very much.